It's interesting because today's conversation actually stems from something I heard from a women's powder room. What women wish men knew about great sex. Now, most men think great sex is about lasting longer, going harder, or pulling off some porn-level move. And that's completely wrong. What women secretly wish men knew is that great sex isn't about what you do to her. It's about how you made her feel about herself whenever she's with you. And if you don't do this, then you'll never unlock that kind of intimacy that keeps her craving you. And that's why today's video is important. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 5 things women desperately wish men understood about great sex. These are things women talk about with their girlfriends, but rarely tell men directly. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what separates an average guy in bed from the man she brags about. So, if you're ready, indulge me and let's jump right in. Point number 1. It starts before the bedroom. Now, you may or may not have heard this before, but it's true. Now, most guys think sex starts when the lights go out and the clothes come off. If you wait that long, you're going to be in the wrong. For women, sex starts hours and sometimes even days before you touch her. It's in the way you brush past her in the kitchen, let your hand linger just a little longer on her waist. It's the teasing text you send her at noon that says that dress you wore last night, I still can't get it out of my head. That's foreplay. If you miss it, you've already lost half the battle. Now, here's a part where most men, I realize, don't get. Okay, women are turned on by how you make them feel before you lay your hands on them. She wants to feel wanted. She wants to feel pursued. Almost like you can't help yourself around her. If you only flip the switch at 10 p.m. like some scheduled event, it will feel like duty for her and not desire. But if you've been laying breadcrumbs of anticipation all day, basically by the time the lights go out, her body is already saying yes. So, here are a couple of mistakes real quick that men make when it comes to this particular point. Number 1. Waiting until night and then asking bluntly, "So, are we getting jiggy tonight?" That's not seduction. It's a negotiation at that point. Mistake number 2 is jumping straight into the physical. It feels rushed and impersonal, like skipping chapters in a book. Mistake number 3 is being predictable. Same time, same order, same moves. Boring. Now, I believe that the right way to go around something like this is, as I previously mentioned, a whisper in her ear when she's making coffee, a playful smack on the hip as you pass by, a voice note that makes her grin during midday, things like that, making her feel seen when she's stressed. To put it bluntly, foreplay is not about touching her body. It's teasing her mind. The man who understands this will own her desire before he ever decides to even touch her. Point number 2, confidence beats performance. So what do women really want? A man who owns the moment because confidence in bed beats performance every single time. Trust me. Think about it. Ever been with a woman and you're just in your head stressing about, lasting long enough, if she's enjoying it, if you're doing it right, stuff like that? Well, guess what? She can most of the time feel it. And that instantly will kill the mood. Women are attracted to men who are present and not necessarily perfect. A confident touch, steady eye contact, a sense that you know what you're doing, even if you're keeping it simple, is far sexier than some complicated move that you're not even sure about. There are 3 mistakes I want to highlight with this comment. Number 1, overthinking every move. It feels robotic. It's clinical. Number 2, hiding insecurity by overcompensating. Acting cocky, forcing roughness, or fake dirty talk. She'll feel that fake energy. Mistake number 3, being passive. Holding back too much makes you look timid, and timid energy is a desire killer. So, what's the right way around this? I think it's important that you lead with intention and not overthink it. Just act. Read her cues. Flow with them. Maintain eye contact. Show that you're present. For example, let's take guy A, right? He does fancy moves, but keeps nervously asking, "Oh, is this okay? Do you like it?" The vibe will die. Guy B keeps it simple, slow kiss, steady hands, direct eye contact, but he's calm, grounded, and in control. Guess who she remembers? She will remember Guy B every single time. Let me drop a bomb here. Confidence doesn't mean knowing 100 tricks. Okay, when it comes to sex, you want to make her feel like you meant every single thing that you just did with her. That's the trick. Point number 3, she craves variety, not just repetition. Look, if your sex life feels like a Netflix rerun, she's already losing interest. Too many men fall into the trap of having to do the same moves in the same order at the same time, and you wonder why she's not as excited anymore. You see, women want variety and freshness. The element of surprise will keep her hooked. On the other hand, a lot of men make these mistakes like running the same routine. You know, a kiss here, a squeeze here, missionary position done. Predictability kills passion. Another mistake they make, only having one gear. And by that I mean it's always fast and hard, or it's always slow and cautious. Either way, it's boring, right? Mistake number 3, afraid to experiment. Playing it safe can signal that you're not maybe as adventurous as she thinks you are. So, what's the best way around it? I think the right way to do it is to switch rhythms. Slow, then fast, then slow again. Change locations. Bedroom, couch, shower. Add unexpected touches. You know, a whisper, playful tease, variety in words as well, not just in positions. An example, let's say guy A follows his checklist. Predictable, he's done in 5 minutes, she's yawning. Guy B will tease, change the rhythm, whisper something new, she's on edge, right? Wondering what's going to come next, and you have her. She's hooked. Remember this. Routine kills desire. Mystery, on the other hand, will fuel it. If she can predict your every move, she's not going to fantasize about you. She'll just be clock watching like, when's he going to be done, right? This is game you're not going to get anywhere else. Point number 4, emotional connection turns her on more than your six-pack. And I know it's interesting for men to hear this, but a lot of you like obsess over the physical. You know, the abs, the stamina, your size. But ask most women what made sex unforgettable, and they'll rarely mention your body. What they'll talk about is how connected they felt in that moment. So take a cue. When she feels emotionally safe, valued, and desired, her body responds 10 times stronger than it ever would to raw muscle. So what are the mistakes you're making here? I feel mistake number 1 is treating sex as a performance. You know, it feels more self-centered, something to boost your own ego. Mistake number 2, staying emotionally distant. No eye contact during the act, no warmth. It's feeling transactional. Mistake number 3, ignoring her emotions. If she's stressed or upset and you push through anyway, of course she's going to check out of the act. You don't ever want to do that. The right way, I believe, involves eye contact while kissing and touching, slowing down and being present, responding to her cues with words of affirmation, making her feel valued, not just in the bedroom, but outside the bedroom as well. Let me tell you about Guy A. He has the body and the stamina, but he's detached. She gets off physically, but emotionally she feels empty all the time. Guy B, on the other hand, doesn't have the perfect body, but he's present. He's affectionate. He's vocal. She feels adored. Now, guess who she's going to obsess over the next morning? I need you to remember this. Emotional intimacy is a drug. Your six-pack, on the other hand, is just decoration. Number 5. After hour is part of sex. Guys think sex ends the second that they climax. You know, roll over, grab your phone, go straight to sleep. For most women, that's where the most important part actually begins. After hour isn't optional. It's the difference between her feeling used and her feeling cherished. Guys, what you do in the 5 minutes after sex determines if she'll want it again tomorrow. Trust me. So, a lot of you are used to making the mistake of, you know, that whole rollover move. But I'll say this here. Turning your back actually screams, hey, I got off. I'm done with you. Second mistake is going straight to the phone. You know, it feels like, well, that was just a task to get out of the way. Now, let me go on to more fun and important things. Mistake number 3 is zero reassurance. Silence after sex feels cold and distant. The right way to approach this would be to hold her close. Kiss her forehead. Stroke her hair. Say something affirming like, hey, you were incredible. Or, I love how you make me feel. Stay present. Don't rush out mentally. Small gestures definitely count. Bringing her water, making her laugh, you know, just staying close. Okay, now, the key takeaway for this is after hour isn't just about cuddling, right? It's about closing that loop. Okay, if you disappear emotionally after sex, you basically will just undo everything that you've just built. I got these takeaways from the powder room, guys, straight from women's mouths. To wrap up, women don't want a porn star, so take that out of your head. They want a man who makes them feel desired, safe, and unforgettable. Great sex isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's mental. And yes, it may be even spiritual. Master this, and she'll never stop thinking about you.